You know it's big things poppin', grindin', I ain't stoppin'. All around the world until we got it locked in. I've been grindin' all day, all day, all day. Yeah, I'm grindin' all day, all day, all day.
What is like the downsides though? Like you could say like, what kind of situations have you been through on the negative side of being van life?
When I first got the van, I didn't know how to live in it because I hadn't lived in the van. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But so I had all my things. We didn't really talk earlier about exactly how I got in the van. I got in the van because I was in a bad relationship that I needed to escape.
Yeah, kind of all of a sudden. So
All of a sudden. And so when I did that, I threw all of my things in the van. I mean, I already had packing cubes, so like a lot of this stuff just went in the shelves.
Okay.
But I still had things that were just thrown on the floor. There was no bed in here. There was no cooler. I had a big giant box sprayer sitting that just was filled with like some stuff.
Okay.
And I had backpacks. I've got like my hiking backpacks here, and I had a couple other backpacks at the time. And I went to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and I hadn't learned to cover the windows, and perhaps some better parking practices, and knowing that in certain kinds of situations it actually might be worth walking a little further, paying a little more to park, etc. So now I know where to make that judgment call on those kinds of things. But either way, I parked at Mardi Gras in an area that, looking back, was not a good choice. I paid to park there, but that was not good enough.
Okay.
And someone broke in my vehicle because they saw all my stuff. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it.
They sold everything?
No, they took 3 backpacks, which had my social security card, my passport, and my ID. No, not my ID. I had my ID. Drinking. But I had my ID, but it had a bunch of stuff like that in it. It had, one backpack had a GoPro. It had my books. Like, why couldn't you dump out my books? What do you need with my they're just books.
Hey man, you gotta steal knowledge sometimes.
And the worst thing that they stole from me, in my opinion, was I had this little makeup case that had like 4 iPhones, like old iPhones in it, and a USB drive, which had like pictures and things. And that sucked because there were so many pictures and like, videos and memories that like I didn't get to get off of that stuff. And like, they're old iPhones. I mean, like
a 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, like I had a 3, I had a 5 in there. Like, you're not gonna get any money from that, and you're not really gonna.
That's
be able
real
to
sentimental
use it,
value, and I'm pretty sure you had some pretty.
And by then, the batteries are like, they do that thing where they have to basically be charged the whole time because So it was like. Anyway, and then somebody broke into the van one time when I was in it this last summer.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
I was sleeping in the van, and about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, I hear something rattle, and somebody comes in the van. I just see like an arm coming through the van, and I just like, I shot up in bed real quick, and I was like, hey!
What did they do?
I just heard this voice go, man, what the fuck? And like the door, like he falls back, and see him fall backwards, like he was so scared, and the door slammed, and then I could just hear the footsteps like like running away to his car, but I'm blind without my contacts or without my glasses, so
he assumed nobody was in the van.
Yeah, no, he probably thought he was gonna come in here and steal some tools, which is what a lot of people do for vans like these, because tools are actually very expensive and sell for a good price, I guess.
Well,
there's no tools in here. Just nice.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's glad that he ran away into that situation. So to anybody that want to get into van life, like what kind of advice would you give them? Like how should they start, or what kind of mindset should they have if they want to be in this kind of living?
I think just start. I think if you want to do it, just buy the van now and start to figure out those systems and like practices, because I was dreaming about van life when I had a car, and the only reason I even got into that situation is because I lost the car, and it was like, I need to do this. Okay. I mean, there's definitely people that have, if you've got more money, then you've got time to plan, and you can buy a bigger rig and gut it and do all the stuff, but I didn't have that luxury.
Okay.
I had $3,300 in cash, and that bought me the van.
You know it's big things poppin', grindin', I ain't stoppin'. All around TVA, we got it locked in. I've been grinding all day, all day, all day. Yeah, I'm grinding all day, all day, all day. Hey, y'all know what it is. Hey, all day. Y'all really ready to make this money? Yeah, I see you, Cali, I see you. Tune into the podcast. Hottest podcast in the nation. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, y'all.